Hey, I've been running this machine every day for weeks now, and it honestly changed how I think about what a true gaming desktop feels like. Skytech O11 Vision. This isn't for someone who accepts compromise, shrugging at stutters and slow load times. This is for the person who feels quality, the one who notices when a system just keeps up without hesitation, who knows exactly when gear stops being an obstacle and becomes an ally. UV lived with slowed down performance long enough to recognize when something finally delivers, and that moment matters. Before you go any further, check the current price and stock. Desktops with this caliber, powerful Ryzen performance, RTX 5080 graphics, massive SSD storage don't sit at steady prices forever, and waiting usually ends up costing more than you expect. You remember the moment you knew it was time for real power. Maybe it was a cutscene that lagged when it shouldn't have. Maybe your old machine took forever to export a project. Maybe you found yourself lowering graphics just to stay playable. That S when you realized you'd outgrown compromise when good enough wasn't good enough anymore. Once Skytech O11 Vision took over my desk, that nagging tension just disappeared. Games don't just load, they explode into motion. Creative workloads don't just process, they flow. Even juggling heavy apps feels effortless, like the machine already anticipated what I needed next. You stop wondering whether it'll handle the next task because it already does before you even finish the thought. This performance isn't about numbers you glance at. You feel it as smooth responsiveness, confident stability, fluid motion in every corner of your experience. Once you reach this level, anything slower starts to feel like you're watching through water instead of moving forward with clarity. If you even slightly interested, don't wait for odd price dips or stock swings. Machines this capable vanish fast, and hesitation usually turns into regret. You might think it is more than you need. What actually happens is the opposite. You do more. You stop trimming settings to save resources. You push graphics higher instead of dialing them back. Every task feels less like work and more like flow. And here is something most people don't anticipate. Heavy workloads, long sessions, multitasking marathons, they all feel easier, not exhausting, because the system just keeps up without complaint. There is a quiet confidence in every click. Games feel razor sharp, and alive loads feel instant, not slow. Creative work feels composed and ready. Multitasking feels natural, not strained. It is not the smallest footprint. Art flair isn't everyone's style. Eventually, that endless comparison loop wears out. That S when you realize you were circling back to the choice you already wanted all along. You just needed the nudge to go for it. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and later regret. Check availability now while it is still steady. If you're ready to stop negotiating with your hardware and start enjoying performance that actually keeps pace with you, Skytech O11 Vision is that leap forward that feels unmistakably right.